There are little mini quests that you can trigger that will help more notable characters you meet along the way. There are also stamps you can collect for doing activities at each location. These basically act as achievements, and I love them so much. At the end of each day, after you've either gained some money or lost it, you can make changes to your tiny bookshop, as well as check the local newspaper to buy used books or seasonal items for your tiny bookshop. You have to balance your budget between buying books, buying items, and the expenses that it may cost you to carry your items that are enabled with your tiny bookshop for every location you visit. And you can do some light exploration at each location, and you can potentially trigger chain reactions that lead to items you can gain. Something I really appreciated was seeing a nice mix of random people and more notable acquaintances showing up to your tiny bookshop. These special characters would offer unique dialogue and interactions and could potentially lead to new items to add to your tiny bookshop. But I gotta say, I would see these characters every day at any location I visited, and they'd buy more books. When are they finishing these books? Wait, does that mean that they have book backlogs? I hate how close that is to being my gaming backlog. Ha ha ha. The game is still very cozy, very chill, and very much about a tiny bookshop. Okay, look, I know I forced that one in there. The game isn't without its flaws, though. The music in the game, though serviceable, was not very memorable. Sure, it fits the vibe, but in a game that's a little more slower paced like this, the music really needs to play a huge role. Unfortunately, I don't believe it does. One thing I hope gets patched eventually is the frame rate. The game runs, to my eye, at what appears to be 30 frames per second. The Nintendo Switch 2 can absolutely handle this game running at 60 frames per second with excellent resolution. Something that I really wish they had implemented from the start was both touchscreen controls and mouse controls. I really hope that a future patch adds these modes for the Nintendo Switch 2, but at the very least, I expected to have touch controls. Tiny Bookshop is a great little game that feels simple, but implements many elements that are quite the opposite. Nice art direction, an excellent gameplay loop, and enticing the player to do just one more thing makes this game a great recommendation from me. How many times did I say the name of the game? 13? Ugh, I can't end there. Tiny Bookshop.